Hello everybody and welcome to the finale of RWBY Volume 8. I have a good friend who once said, you have one question to ask, I shall this day end, and I believe that I've never asked myself this question as much as when watching this volume. So yeah, Volume 8 was over the span of 2 days, I believe. And it's been a firework. It's been a firework. Friendships have been broken. 1, 2, 3. Alliances have been made. Sorry. It's been a blast, really, and definitely this season is gonna top in the most exciting ones, most excruciating ones, and definitely one of the best seasons of RWBY so far, and I believe forever. Unless, I've great confidence into RoosterTeeth springing the best they can at us in the futures, in the seasons to come in the future. But yeah, I know that Arnold from Murder of Birds not long ago posted a poll on his community tab asking how far were people believing that we were maybe into the RWBY series. And I have to say that myself, I have no idea. I didn't participate in the poll because I couldn't stop myself on imagining something. So I'm just going with the flow, seeing hopefully this show is gonna last long. It's already been several years now. I hope it's gonna continue for a few years as well. Are we gonna get to all the relics? I don't know. But really, scenario-wise, I have the feeling that it has to end with the return of the gods. But when is that gonna happen? I don't know. It's been maybe we've had 5 seasons before we got to the Relic of Knowledge. It's only taken officially 1, but practically 2 seasons to get to lay hand on the Relic of Creation. So I don't know. Maybe next season we're gonna have a hold on the crown. I don't know. Or maybe is it gonna take 4 more volumes? I don't know. It could go in so many ways that it's impossible to say what to expect next. Well, I couldn't say. RWBY might, but I couldn't say. So I'm really just rolling with the flow, enjoying it as it can last. Last episode, so Yang's death. Well, I shouldn't say that. Yang's fall, I should say. Because we don't know if she's dead or not. Because watching Star Wars Island, that if you don't see a dead body, then they may not be dead. Granted that maybe Yang's been obliterated from reality, so there's nothing to retrieve. But unless Jean might tell us that she's dead, I'm gonna say let's wait. Because ultimately Jean is maybe the only person I would trust with any information, because that's what she was made for. But I wouldn't believe anybody else, because first of all, somebody might be wrong. They might say that something, but they might be wrong, or somebody might lie, so. And Cinder, annoying Cinder. Good character, but annoying Cinder. Wreaking havoc because she doesn't know to do anything else, and she has nothing left to do. Since what's told her that she's shit at what she has to do, then she's decided, if I'm going down, everybody's going down with me. So that's basically what she's gonna do, because she's gonna try to retrieve the Winter Maiden's power, but she already tried, she failed, and now Penny is fully fledged in inner body and inner powers. Well, not that fully fledged, but she's already beaten Cinder's ass while she was not controlling it entirely, and now she has a great control, I would say. So good luck with that. I'm expecting maybe Salem's return for the finale, because it's definitely been a few hours since she was destroyed last. So I'm expecting that she might come back for the finale. But how is that gonna end? Because part of the team is at Vacuo, part of the team is still in the realm between realms. Hopefully nobody else falls and everybody gets to Vacuo. The team at Vacuo were going to face some Grim, while the others were facing Neo and Cinder. I believe there was anybody else. Nope. All while trying to contain the population of Mantle and Atlas. So yeah, this episode is called The Final Word. I mean, apart from the finale, the two-parter finale of Volume 3, this is the next more Doomsday-like title that we've had on the show. Because the end of the beginning of the end was something. But I mean, The Final Word, it could almost, talking about the series finale, it could almost be like the title for the whole series finale, you know. So I'm really stressed a little bit by this title itself. You know, the final word for what? Are we gonna finally get rid of the bad guys? I don't know. Are we finally... I don't know, the final word of what? Because that means that some things got to end in this episode. But what is it gonna be? And obviously, regarding the characters, I'm looking forward to seeing what Blake's reaction is going to be. We've had a glimpse, you know, but she hasn't had time to process RWBY neither. Nobody. And most shockingly, I think what Jean and Nora and Ren and Oscar Ospin are going to say about that. But yeah, it's going to be a real shock. I think there's going to be a great deal of trauma coming on next if we hadn't dealt enough with traumas in this show. But yeah, taking a breath. But yeah, we're gonna jump right here. But just like always, guys, don't forget to go check the actual episode on the side of RoosterTeeth, and we're gonna jump right in. This is the final volume. I'm ready and I'm not ready at the same time. Not the final volume, sorry, the final episode. It's always got something when you get to the final episode of the volume of RWBY. Then there's the wait, but then there's all the great talking with the fandom, and I really love that. But yeah, I hate waiting. Let's go. Ooh. Starting heavy. I'm fine with that, by the way. It's not a topic that really frightens me. I'm quite it's okay to me. But I understand it's great that there's been that warning, because RWBY has been really, and RoosterTeeth have been really great at portraying different traumas, different psyches of characters, and to do prevention for it. That's really great in terms of representation on all the fronts, really. I'm really and they've not done it in a scholarly way, I'd say. I don't know if you see what I mean. It's really accessible, it's really relatable, without being neither the focus, you know, of the show, because that's not really the focus of the show, but that's part of life and of living things like that. And I'm really glad that they're addressing it, because most of the time when well, not most of the time, but a lot of the times when we have a series like this where a lot of fantastic stuff happen, there's no truly a study of taking into account these factors of death, life, risks. So that's maybe why it's one of my favorite shows, because it tackles all these elements really in a pretty elegant way, in my opinion. Okay. Okay, so are we back with Salem? Oh yeah, we are. She's gonna be so mad. Gonna say, oh, I had forgotten about them. Damn, how could I?
No, Winter, do not blame me.
That's heartbreaking.
I have sacrificed everything.
Yeah, and other people have as well.
You have sacrificed everyone else. You closed the borders. You squeezed Mantle until it broke.
Yeah. I mean, he's suffering as well. People shouldn't assume that Ironwood isn't suffering, but he's responsible for the suffering of others as well.
And no one is grateful.
If you're doing things for people to be grateful, well, you're gonna obviously be really disappointed, because people aren't grateful at all. Unfortunately, I have to say that this is not one of the greatest attributes of humanity. Sorry, guys.
Priority 1.
Weiss, all she's ever wanted is the maiden power. I can buy you all pennies.
They're doing this so you can go with them, Penny. So don't ruin that, please. Yeah.
I'm right here.
I really hate when Cinder is smirking, because
I want it all.
just like always, she's failing and she smirks like she owns the business. And of course, Blake isn't gonna be. I had forgotten about them as well. There's too much going on.
What happened to Clover? I regret.
Stop already!
Harriet's gone mad. Okay, I'm calling it, because Ironwood is one thing, but for Harriet following him, she's not seeing clearly.
Don't do this! They're still evacuating in Mantle! Why can't you just
Yeah.
let me do my job? Because
Ah!
and we won't let you go through with this!
Listen to that! Fuck's sake! Sorry, guys. Oh, counterbalancing. She's regretting, right? Oh. What? I don't understand. The bomb stopped? What stopped it?
Leave her alone.
Ah, there she's gone. And going back.
Come on. We have to do this for Ye.
Isn't that a little too soon, though? Fuck. Aura's gone. What? How did she come back? Or maybe it was another portal leading elsewhere. No crescent throws. No more.
The autopilot's locked. We gotta go.
Okay. Oh yes. Okay, he's launched the countdown.
I've killed us all. I'm sorry.
Okay, she's come to her senses. Okay. Oh, is Vine gonna try to contain it? Fuck.
No, you can't!
I can. If it means saving all of my friends.
Vine was really one of my faves. But I mean, is it really gonna blow like this? I'm disgusted, guys. I'm really disgusted by what's going on. Wow. Fuck. Just like that. Fuck. That one you can only blame yourself, Harriet.
Whatever you wanted,
That one, Harriet, is on you. You can blame Crow, but that one's on you. Nice one. I didn't want anyone else to die, but if we want to get rid of some situations, some people have to die. Ah,
You should have
shit.
never threatened me.
Lol. Of course, Neo. Neo's umbrella! Okay, we're getting rid of everything and everyone. That's awful. Can't RWBY just wrap up with Neo? Don't die, Neo. Wow. Yeah, okay, so everybody's falling. Okay, they're not dead. Okay, that's just like I said in the last episode. They're not dying, they're just ending up elsewhere.
May, Joanna, any huntsman that went through that gate.
They're gonna risk the fall.
It figures that a Schnee would be the last one standing, letting all her friends die first.
Can someone just whip her ass once and for all
you
so she
wouldn't
can
know
stop?
anything about friends.
So she would stop thinking that she's the best, because she's clearly not, and she clearly hasn't understood that yet. And she needs to, please. Salem.
She's back.
She's back and she's gonna be pissed and you're gonna be Is it done? No, it isn't done.
Hold on. My semblance.
No. There's not enough time to heal me. She can't get the staff and the power. But there is something you can do.
No, I don't know where the others are, but why still give us time?
Let me choose this one thing. Trust me.
Oh, is Jean gonna get the powers? Is Jean gonna get the powers? Oh, fuck. I'm numb, guys. I'm numb. Jean has the power. He had to kill her so she could give him the powers for sure. So she wouldn't get it. Is she with the god of creation?
Salutations! You made it!
Where... What is this?
I thought of you, and here we are.
Oh, Penny.
It seemed fitting that it should be you. It was you.
Oh, yes!
No, Penny. You were
Yes!
always the only part. I was just a machine. Just following orders.
No, she deserves it. Yes, she does.
You were my friend.
Wow.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
Oh, she's gonna whoop Ironman's ass. That's gonna be epic.
I won't be gone.
She's part of you.
Good. I'm glad.
Guys, fuck, that's awesome. Ah, I'm feeling great and sad at the same time. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling.
So, the destiny I chose for you has arrived.
You chose nothing.
She got it.
This was a gift.
Yes, this one, yes. Yes! Ah! Ah! Is he gone? Can someone just kill Cinder? Oh. Well, I wouldn't want her to die. I wouldn't want her to suffer. Yes, she's here! So fast. Oh no, portals. Sorry. Yes! No buffering! Sorry. No, why am I buffering? Not right now, it's not the time. Okay guys, I'm gonna do a little pause. Okay guys, I hope you should be fine by now. Go. I mean, Winter is so much in control. No, she's gonna be fine, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine, Winter, she's gonna be fine. No, 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 continue, continue, continue. You have to keep up. Keep up. Keep up. Fierce. Yes. Whip her ass. Sorry. Too late. She's here.
We need to go.
She's not happy.
Now.
Oh, you can't give her the relics.
Are going to pay for everything you've done.
She's so majestic with the blue. I think she hasn't the maiden power. Why is it going now? Ah, it's gonna fall. Too late. Wow. Yeah. So where are they going? Winter! Winter is gonna make a clear path for them. Yes! She's so awesome! I love her. She's so beautiful. Marry me, please. Is he gonna side with... He's gonna side. God, I'm so disappointed in RWBY right now.
I failed you again, Master. They used the staff to save thousands. Before our allies fell, Neapolitan killed
Shut the fuck up.
RWBY. And before RWBY and her teammates fell, they used the lamp's final question. I couldn't stop them. I couldn't even stop the maiden from escaping without putting the relics in jeopardy. I'm sorry.
I mean, you got her the relics, and for now I think
In
she...
pursuit of a new world
It's just what
No
she
cost is too great.
wants.
You've done well, Cinder. Our work here is done.
Nothing of her own.
Used the staff. I assume you rid the world of their creation. What did you create in its stead?
I merely added more flames to the fires of Atlas.
Oh.
And that's checkmate.
I mean, I ruined you. You alienated the wrong people, and oh, is he gonna die there? Fuck. I know. Okay. There they fly. Okay, Aesop's are on the good side. I'd like to know where these tsunamis coming from, but okay. Sure. At the end. Okay. I say it's a nice ending. I mean, I'm satisfied with that ending. I'm not even frustrated because some values left me frustrated, of course, frustrated with mystery, and but there I'm not wondering. I'm not wondering because of course they're alive. The only question is where are they? But that's a question. I mean, nobody's gonna be able to make any theories about that, so it's not even good. I'm gonna listen to the song. So it's not even like I'm gonna be frustrated by how is it gonna be this, is it gonna be that. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody can tell. So I'm fine with that. You know, nobody's gonna make predictions, and no, I'm fine because I'm really less frustrated by blank slates like this than by a multitude of possibilities. Sulfur fish designer, yes. So yes, I'm okay. I'm pretty nice. Very nice episode. Oh, so much energy. Really, the most emotional thing for me was Winter and Penny. What a sacrifice Penny made. I somewhat expected Penny to go at some point, you know, because she's made reference, but there's been so many times that she was willing to make the sacrifice that I only knew that the moment would come where she would have to make the sacrifice and it would be acceptable because we'd been prepared for that. And that was the moment. And people would say death is ugly, etc. I do believe that there might be some things beautiful in death, and that was one of these occasions, and obviously it's always regrettable. But it was really great. Really great, really love that. How can you not love every song? I'm really glad that Hair came around. She was really getting on my nerves. That's a character that I really loved. I really loved her spirit. Wrong choices, wrong mentality, but really loved her spirit. So I was really hoping that she would come around, and I didn't expect her to come around because I thought that she was gone so much into her own delusions with Ironwood that she wouldn't be able to come back, but she did. She did, so I'm really glad about that. Vine. We lost Vine. Well, that one is on Hair. That one is clearly on Hair, and granted, Watts apparently engaged the bomb, but they were all there because of Hare, and Hare got the bomb on the ship, and the ship off, and Vine. So many deaths in this episode. Well, no, because so actually Yang is not dead. Neo neither. Okay, so in fact Jacques died. I don't know about Ironwood. That remains to be seen. And yeah, Vine died. Damn. I wouldn't have expected Vine to die. It was a great shift after. Well, I never doubted Vine. You know, I always liked Vine's relation to people and to the world, and you know, he was a soldier. He knew that there were things that he needed to do, and so he did. But when times needed to disobey, he had his reservations and clear-minded, and I really enjoyed Vine. I never thought at some point that Vine was misplaced or... Okay, here we have the post-credits. Are we gonna have our answer? So, are we gonna have our answer? Yes! What is this world? Yes, so we're getting Crescent Rose, of course. What is this place? Am I supposed to know what this place is? The art is so different. What is this place? Shores of I don't know what. But we got our answer, I guess. We got our answer because we know where they are now. As to what is this place, but that's another question. But we know that they are somewhere nice, so that's even better. Okay, so that was a great after credit scene. Because we didn't have any after credit scene last volume, right? Yeah. And that was really nice because it's gonna... Thank you, RWBY, for not frustrating me, us. I'm reading the description. Yeah, they made a prevention for suicide, and yeah, because that's pretty much what Benny did. And okay, yeah, I don't know why I got slightly emotional over Winter, because it was really powerful and emotionally powerful, and I really love that. I don't know why I got the mic closer to me. Anyways, it's a reflex when I want to. But it was really nice, and there were characters I didn't want to lose. I believe Neo would have fell first. I could have believed that it was death, you know. But you know, Blake fell, RWBY fell, Jean fell, Crescent Rose fell, so I was like, no way they're dead, because that would suck. It's called RWBY, thanks. What are you gonna call it? I don't know. Change the name of the series. That would be a ballsy move, though, to kill your main character like this and pursue the series. I don't know if there's been any series like this, but that would be a really ballsy move. I really would love to do that someday. A lot of L's in that sentence. I really would love to do that someday. Because I mean, there's so much. Just imagine for a moment. Imagine RWBY would have died, and basic Team RWBY. Wise fell as well. Oh, they all fell. Yes, of course, Wise fell because yeah, Winter's reaction don't give me chills. Whatever involves Winter gives me chills. I'm in love with that character. Yeah, but that's another character that's really grown, and I bet turning her back on Ironwood must not have been easy at all, because you know the Aesop's loyalty to Ironwood is a thing, but it's a rather professional loyalty. But between Winter and Ironwood, so I don't believe it was romantic, because I recall people were believing maybe that sometimes there was something romantic between those two, but I don't believe so. I believe more that he was a more fatherly figure. You know, what she couldn't have with Jacques, she got it with Ironwood by joining in this military and serving as his right hand. And so turning her back on him, you know, it's like heartbreaking, disappointment and all. I have the feeling that in the last moments that we saw him here, Ironwood really came around. He was a desperate man, you know, and desperate people do crazy shit. It's not an excuse, but it's a reason. Who wouldn't do crazy shit just taking Doctor Who? I mean, the Doctor, for fear of losing Clara, did some crazy shit. And Clara, for fear of losing Danny Pig, did some crazy shit. So, you know, I understand how despair could bring you to that level of anxiety and somewhat not madness, but how would I say this? He was slightly paranoid, yeah. So I would say how he could do that to you. Not an well, it's not even like you're looking yourself for excuses, but it's a reason. It's a reason. It doesn't say that it is right what you're doing, but it's in my opinion, it's a valid reason for what you're doing. And as for the people who would say that Ironwood was, there are flies here, and for people who would say that Ironwood was anything but reason, I would totally argue that, because Ironwood was acting really logical. He had a really thoughtful process. He wasn't letting this to a sensation of his or to an opinion of his, or he had a plan and he had reasons to follow this plan. It's not like he decided out of the blue that this is what he wanted and this is what should be, well, he decided this is what should be done, but so did Team RWBY, you know. But they all had reasons to back up their visions. So he was not mad, delusional. No, not even delusional, because he really had reasons. He had reasons. Salem was here. It was an extreme situation. To him, evaluating the welfare of the kingdom and the world of Remnant was greater than evaluating the lives of thousands of individuals only. And okay, you don't agree with that. That's a thing. You don't agree with that. Doesn't mean that he is wrong to do that. Or doesn't mean necessarily that he is wrong. Doesn't mean necessarily that he is delusional. This is a reason you don't agree with it. That's a thing. Or you agree with it. That's a thing. But that is a valid explanation to his actions. So it's not the behavior of a madman. Whereas Cinder, It's totally delusional because she thinks that she's entitled to things while there's nothing indicating that she's entitled to things. If a life could have taught her something, is that she's not entitled to anything at all. During her whole childhood and teenage years, she's been shown she was not entitled to anything. That terrible childhood and terrible teenage years, but she was shown that she was not entitled to anything. And being at Salem's service clearly should show her that she's entitled to nothing. You have to earn what you want to get, and she did not earn anything of that. She's had a great deal of willpower, grant you that, great deal of desire, I'll grant you that, but she's been lacking so much skills. And you know, people say spirit is everything. No, spirit is not everything. Otherwise, thousands of people in Hollywood would be actors. Otherwise, I would be on a. I wouldn't. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be in this room right now making YouTube videos. Maybe I would be too busy making my next movie. With whomever, I don't know, but in London or in Los Angeles, you know. I mean, willpower is not everything. You both need skills, you need opportunity, you need luck, you need results, you need everything. And it's not because you don't have any result that means that you don't have any of them. But if you don't have any results, that may be because you don't have any skills. Yeah. And Cinder has not entirely processed that yet. She really keeps believing that she has something special. She really keeps believing that she's entitled to things. She really does believe that she's in control of everything while she's continuously failing. I mean, retrieving the staff and the lamp right here was the only thing that she ever really did, and she did not do that by herself. Neo did that for her. And granted, she got them, but she may play it like this in front of Salem. That's one thing, but portraying something is really different from being something. And while you can fake something, you should always acknowledge what you really are. And Cinder is a fraud, and she should really acknowledge that, because otherwise that's really nefarious, and this is really delusional. This is really the behavior of a mad individual, because in science is what defines being mad, in a way, is in the scientific process when you're making experiments, is repeating the very same process and expecting a different result. And Cinder has always been repeating the very same process of trolling and going headstrong and basic plan, really, but no grand scheme. And she's always done the very same thing every time. And she's always expected to win, while she never has. And this time she only got out because, well, Neo was there. Neo wouldn't have been there. I mean, it would have been shit. And Team Juniper wouldn't have crossed into the vacuum desert. She would have gotten her ass whooped. I said whipped in the episode. I didn't say. Sorry, I just realized the difference, whipped and whooped. Anyways. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit, because that is the final episode, and I'm not doing any lives, and I don't believe I'm going to be doing any review unless you people ask for it, but otherwise no. But what is Pietro is going to be, no sign of Pietro and Maria. Because Pietro is going to be devastated. He's really going to be devastated. And we don't have any Penny's body now, because she was on the bridge, and the bridge, wow, so not even a body to bury. And yes, for the moment, I thought John was going to get the powers, but no, she really thought of Winter, and I'm really glad about that, because these two, I really think that even though we saw not that much of their friendship, they really had a friendship, and you could feel it, you could see it, you could understand it, I believe. And I'm really glad because they've been apart. Penny said it. I don't like it when friends fight. I don't believe they've been together since the Schnee Manor. No, they clearly haven't been together since the Schnee Manor. Since they took the power from Frida. Yeah, that's the last time they were together, I believe. Yeah, that was the last time, and I'm really glad that she thought of her. That was really touching. And to me, that shows something about also friendship, is that if a friendship is really real, it's gonna last no matter the hardships, and you'll always come back to your true friends or friend. And that's what happened here. In her final moments, she came back to her friend, the very last person that she thought of. I believe some people would have liked that she had thought of RWBY, or yeah, because I mean, RWBY and her they were like the sweethearts in a way of the show, where they are the sweethearts in a way of the show. You know, RWBY is the main character, little girly, and Penny was the little rainbow, the little sunbeam of the show as well. So I think that people would have shipped their friendship over some other things. I don't know, but no, it makes sense that she went to Winter, because, and in that moment, for something that important, and she shows it was not accidental, because you know, when you think about somebody, it could be accidental, just like Amber transferred her powers to Cinder, but like she said, let me choose this one thing. And she's been struggling all her life for choosing her own path, her own decisions, and on her dying breath, she gets to make that crucial decision, and that is so significant for the character and for the show, and on the whole philosophical standpoint as well. And I'm really glad it's happened that way. Makes sense. To me, that's also the recipe for great script writing, you know. People always try to find original things to happen in their scripts, but the most funnily, the most unexpected yet the most pleasant things, and the things that work the most in a script is the more logical ones. You know, when something happens, it happens to me a lot, and when I'm watching movies and when I react to movies, I think I saw a comment once saying, "Oh, you're assuming a lot," or I don't know. I mean, I'm a filmmaker. That's what I do. You wouldn't expect a medical doctor to not trying to guess what Gregory House is gonna diagnose. I mean, so that's what I do, and in a way, that's what everybody does as well. And the fact is, when you're watching a movie and that what you deem to be the logical things happens, even though you're like, I predicted it, yeah, well, but you're glad it happened. If that's not a stupid thing, of course, but if that's a logical development, you're happy about it, because otherwise, if it's not the logical development, you're like, what the hell is that? You don't understand why it's that, and doesn't make sense. So when it's really logical like this, it really is the great recipe for great developments. Because in life we're just like this. In life we're always acting logically, according to logical decisions, according to decisions that have been made before, consequences of others' decisions. We don't just calculate it, because our life is not a movie that we are watching on replay, but it happens, and that's how things are, if you think about it. And that finale was it for me. I don't know all the time, because it's happened by the past that I wasn't so agreeing with the script direction. Especially volume 7, there were slight things I wouldn't have done this way if I had been writing. But it's not that they were wrong. It's just a matter of personal preferences and regarding what would be the logic of things to do, because sometimes even we are flawed by our human nature, and what we think is the sensible thing to do is not what others might think is the sensible thing to do. I mean, just look at the situation we have here between Team RWBY and RWBY. But this finale was really it for me. It was really great. And there were sometimes there were a lot of things happening, and I didn't feel like reacting to it because, like I said, I was numb. Like, there was so much happening. Like, when there's too much happening, I cut myself from any kind of emotion, and I just try to process things. You know, I just focus, and I don't let myself outburst, because otherwise I'm all over the place and I'm excruciating myself. That's something I've learned to do at times. When there's one powerful thing happening, I can let myself go. But when there's too much happening like this, I cut myself off, and I just let it flow. Because I think that's the best thing to do, you know, you let the gamer play its cards, and so yeah, that was my reaction to. I've been talking for quite a while now. Sorry guys. If you're still here, thank you very much. That means a lot to me. I hope that you enjoyed that reaction. I really hope that you enjoyed that episode, because, you know, first of all, before enjoying my reaction, I really hope that you enjoyed the content itself. If you're here, that must be that you enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about that. Let me know what you think, where now our heroes are going to be crash landing at... apparently they've crashed on a beach. Tropical thing. I don't know. But it's really curious that Ambrosius warned them this way, so we're gonna have to see. Thank you very much. Appreciate this. I hope that I did not forget anything. It was really fun reacting to RWBY on this channel. Ever since I thought about doing a YouTube reaction channel, there was one series that I knew that I would definitely be doing, and that's maybe one of the series that gave me the feeling that I wanted to do YouTube, and it's RWBY, and I'm really glad to have been able to do this second part with you, and to wrap up this adventure with you too. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing each other talking about RWBY during volume 9. Just so you know, I hadn't watched the volume 8 trailer. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the volume 9 trailer when it drops. I don't know, it's gonna be in a few months, but I'm already thinking about that, because when something ends, another thing is starting, so gotta be prepared. So thank you very much guys for watching. Really appreciate you guys. Just like always, don't forget to subscribe down below, hit your notification bells, give that video a thumbs up, and I'll be seeing you next time. In the meantime, please take care. Bye.